Good morning, students. I hope you are doing well. Welcome to our maths class. So, today we will discuss about these topics like triangle, types of triangles, medians and altitudes of a triangle, exterior angle in a triangle, inequalities in a triangle, angle sum property in a triangle, Pythagoras theorem. Then I will give you the short summary about these topics, and then I will give you the practice paper to solve. So, what is triangle? A triangle is a simple closed curve made of three segments. A triangle has three sides and three angles, and all three sides and angles are called six elements of the triangle. So, here is the picture of a triangle ABC, which is having three line segments AB, BC, and CA, and three angles angle A, angle B, and angle C. Types of triangle on the basis of sides. Here are three triangles: scalene, isosceles, and equilateral triangle. What is a scalene triangle? So if all the sides of a triangle are unequal, they are called scalene triangle. What is isosceles triangle? So if any two sides of a triangle are equal, then that triangle will be called as isosceles triangle. And the third one, equilateral triangle. So if all the sides of a triangle are equal, it is called equilateral triangle. Types of triangles on the basis of their angles. The first one is acute angle triangle. If all the three angles of a triangle are acute, it is called acute angle triangle. Do you know what is acute angle? Acute angles are those angles which is having a measure of greater than 0 and less than 90. Right angle triangle. What is right angle triangle? If one angle of a triangle is right angle, it means if one angle of a triangle is measure of 90 degree, then it is called right angle triangle. Obtuse angle triangle. If one angle of a triangle is obtuse, then it is called obtuse angle triangle. What is obtuse angle, bachcho? Obtuse angles which is having a measure of more than 90 degree but less than 180 degree, then we can say that that angle is obtuse angle. So types of triangles, here is the picture clearly distinguishing between sides and angles of the triangle. Like if we talk about the triangle with on the basis of their sides, so there are three triangles: equilateral triangle, isosceles triangle, scalene triangle. And if we discuss about the on the basis of their angles, so here are three triangles also. Acute triangles has three angles less than 90 degree. Right triangle having has one angle as 90 degree, and the third one, obtuse triangle, has one angle as greater than 90 degree. So let's talk about median of a triangle. So the definition of the median of the triangle, you can clearly see here there is a vertex which is colored as purple, and the line segment vertex to the other opposite sides of the vertex is like it M is the midpoint of that side. So the median of a triangle is a line segment from the vertex so to the midpoint to the opposite sides. So every triangle has exactly three medians, one from each vertex, and all intersect each other at the triangle's centroid. Clearly in the picture you can see here the vertex from A, there is a line segment that is AU, and the vertex from N, there is a line segment NG, and the vertex T, the line segment TB. They all are intersecting at a point M, and that point M is called centroid of a triangle. What is altitude of a triangle? The altitude of a triangle is a line segment from a vertex that is perpendicular to the opposite side. What is perpendicular? If a two line segment having a angle 90 degree between them, then they both sides are called perpendicular to each other. So here in the picture, BD is the altitude of a triangle. BD is perpendicular to side AD and AC in the other triangle. A triangle has three altitudes that meet at the orthocenter. Clearly you can see here in the picture the intersecting point by the height, by the altitudes of a triangle. That certain point is called orthocenter. Think about it and try it. Does a median lie wholly in the interior of the triangle? Will an altitude always lie in the interior of a triangle? Can the altitude and median be same for the triangle? Think about it and write in your notebook. Exterior angle theorem. So what is exterior angle theorem? So clearly you can see here, here's a triangle having an exterior angle D and the two interior opposite angle A and B. So what is the exterior angle theorem? The exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of two opposite interior angle. Like exterior angle D is equal to the sum of A and B. Like D is equals to A plus B. The sum of exterior angles of a triangle and any polygon is 360 degree. Like having a three exterior angle like x, y and z, so x plus y plus z is equals to 360 degree. It means the sum of the exterior angle of a triangle is 360 degree. Triangle inequality theorem. The sum of the length of any two sides of a triangle, any two sides of a triangle, is greater than the length of the third side. This is the property to check that a triangle is possible or not. If the sum of two sides of a triangle, any two sides of a triangle is greater than the third side, that it means that that triangle is possible. We can draw that triangle easily. But if it is not, then we can't do this. Inequalities in a triangle. Largest angle having opposite side as the longest side. Shortest side having a opposite angle as the shortest angle. I mean, yeah, you can see that smallest angle. Longest side and a largest angle are opposite each other, and the shortest side and the smallest angle are opposite to each other. The sum of the interior angles of a triangle is always equal to the 180 degree. This is called as an angle sum property of a triangle. Interior angle sum property of a triangle says that the measure of each angle, each interior angle like A, B and C, like A measure of A plus measure of angle B and the measure of angle C is equal to the 180 degree. It means the sum of all these three interior angle is 180 degree. Think about it and write in your notebook. What can you say about each of the interior opposite angles when the exterior angle is a right angle, an obtuse angle, an acute angle? Can you have a triangle with two acute angles? Can you have a triangle with all three angles greater than 60 degree? Just think about it and write in your notebook. Now, a right triangle consists of two sides called the legs and one side called the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is the longest side and it's opposite the right angle. It means that a right angle having three sides, two is called leg and one which is opposite to the 90-degree angle is called hypotenuse. What is Pythagorean theorem? One of the famous mathematician Pythagoras has given this theorem. He states that in any right triangle, the sum of the squared length of the two legs is equal to the squared length of the hypotenuse. Like if a right angle triangle having a side B and A and C. So if we take the length of the hypotenuse to be C and the length of the legs to be A and B, then this theorem tells us that the square of the longest side, that is hypotenuse, is equal to the sum of the square of two sides. Now, so here's the short summary. Like the six elements of a triangle are its three angles and the three sides. Second, the line segment joining a vertex of a triangle to the midpoint of its opposite side is called a median of the triangle. A triangle has three medians. How many medians a triangle have? Three. The perpendicular line segment from a vertex of a triangle to its opposite side is called an altitude of the triangle. A triangle has three altitudes. Like medians, a triangle has three medians as also triangle has three altitudes. An exterior angle of a triangle is formed when a side of a triangle is produced. At each vertex, you have two ways of forming an exterior angle. A property of exterior angle. What is the property of exterior angles? The measure of any exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measure of its interior opposite angles. Sixth, the angle sum property of a triangle. What is the angle sum property of a triangle? The triangle measure of the three angles of a triangle is 180 degree. A triangle is said to be equilateral if each one of its sides has the same length. In an equilateral triangle, each angle has measured 60 degree. A triangle is said to be isosceles if at least any two of its sides are the same length. The non-equal side of an isosceles triangle is called its base. The base angle of an isosceles triangle have equal measure. Property of the length of the sides of a triangle. The sum of the lengths of any sides of a triangle is greater than the length of the side of the third side. The difference between the lengths of any two sides is smaller than the length of the third side. This property is useful to know if it is possible to draw a triangle when the lengths of the three sides are known. In a right angle triangle, the side opposite to the right angle is called the hypotenuse and the other two sides are called its legs. What was the Pythagoras property? It is only applicable in a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square on its legs. Or if a triangle is not right angle, this property does not hold good. It means this property is useful to decide whether a given triangle has a right angle or not. So these are the topics we have discussed today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. Thank you so much.